Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody. This is Dave Espino. And believe it or not, this is the second time I'm doing this because the first time I did it, I thought we were live and we weren't. So sorry about that. I forgot to hit one button, and not hitting that button meant I didn't go live. But the good news is I have some practice doing this because I just did it. I just did the whole presentation, and I'm going to do it again for you here because I really think this is an important message. I was looking at the comments and I'm like, oh man, they didn't see it. So sorry about that. I apologize for that. Technology, right? Sometimes it's our best friend, sometimes it's our enemy. But let me get started because we are running a little late here. So excited to share with you some of the things. The mastermind.com team, they will tell me on occasion what the mastermind community needs help with or is struggling with. And so that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk a little bit about your course names and your course titles and your course topics. Okay. Now, before we even do that, I want to talk a little bit about momentum. Momentum is the fuel of entrepreneurship. You need to guard your momentum like guard it with your life. Okay. And what do I mean by that? Very often as an entrepreneur, we can get bogged down. We can get stalled out on the side of the road and we're not sure what's happening. We think there's something wrong with us, but it's not that. It's just that we have lost clarity. We've lost focus. We've allowed our mind to get overwhelmed, right? And so what you want to do is guard your momentum with your life. Now, there's two ways you can guard your momentum, okay? One way that we lose momentum is we analyze something too much. We get the paralysis of analysis, right? And we start thinking, am I doing this right? Can I do this better? Am I doing it? And a lot of that analysis of paralysis, it comes from higher education, frankly, and just the education system in general, right? Because they focus so much on A plus, get an A plus, get an A plus, get a 4.0, get a 4.5, whatever, that we get trained to go, am I doing this right? Am I doing this just so? Am I getting it done just perfectly, right? Entrepreneurship is not about perfection, it's about progression. So it's about moving forward fast toward your goal. And then as you find that you need help or you need clarity, then you get that clarity in the moment. But you're still moving forward fast. Okay. So one way to help keep up your momentum is to stay focused and stay clear on your path, stay clear on your goals. It's a good idea to write down your goals. It's a good idea to look at your goals every day. And then if you get stuck on the side of the road about like, how do I do something? Engage in what we call real-time learning. Just go learn that one thing you need to know to get back on the road. Okay. So think of real-time learning as a gas station stop. Okay. So I'm saying this because I just came off of a road trip with my son, had a blast last week, and you're driving along, right? And then you look at the gas gauge, you're like, oh, we should probably fill up. So you pull over to the side of the road or to the gas station, you fill up. Well, that metaphorically, what we're talking about is you getting clarity on what to do. When you're getting clarity on what to do and how to do it, that's when you're going, hey, Dave, I'm a little stuck on like, how do I outline my course? Oh, go into mastermind.com, go to your enrolled courses, and you'll see that we've got a training there for you that shows you exactly step by step how to outline your course. Great. Thanks, Dave. Now you're back on the road. You're moving forward, right? And as you're moving forward, you're like, oh, what should I title this course? Hey, pull off to the side of the road. Here's a Facebook Live where Dave's talking about how to title your course. Great. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Got that? Boom, move forward on the road, right? Go 80 miles an hour. Well, at least that was the legal speed limit when we were driving. Go 80 miles an hour toward your goal, right? Gee, how do I make these videos? Oh, okay. Where do I find that info? Oh, it's right there in the mastermind.com dashboard, right? Great. Okay, here's how I make those videos. Awesome. Let me go do that. boom, fast down the road. So that way you don't ever stall out. You're not in the paralysis of analysis. You're not just going, man, so much to learn. I got to learn this, right? And if you do that to your brain, then your brain is going, I can't compute all this at the same time. So move forward fast. And as you need the information, grab just that information, implement, and move forward fast down the road again. That's probably the best advice I can give you, not just as an online course creator, but as an entrepreneur. Okay. Entrepreneur world's different. Okay, guys, it's different than the job world. In the job world, your boss tells you, here, go do this. And you're like, okay. And then you go do it. And then the boss says, here, go do this again. And you go do it, right? In the entrepreneur world, we're creating all of it. You're creating your whole future, right? So take that advice as far as getting clarity when you feel like you're stalled on the side of the road. Get just the clarity you need to keep moving forward. All right, now that's one type of clarity. Now, another type of clarity is when you go, all right, I have all these ideas, all these projects, all these things kind of cluttering up my brain. I love to do this. Get out a piece of paper and just start writing out everything that's in your brain dump it, right? There's something powerful about dumping it onto paper, because now it's not up here clouding your judgment, clouding your brain dump it onto paper, and then prioritize, okay, what's the most productive thing I can do right now? What's the most profitable thing I can do right now? And grade those things that you wrote down by those two parameters. What's the most productive and what's the most profitable? This is for entrepreneurs, right? Now, it could be different for anybody else, but for an entrepreneur list, this is what you want to do. And then as you're doing that, begin with number 1. Don't even look at number 2 through 7. Don't even look at those. Focus on number 1 and get that done first. And don't even think about the rest, right? So hopefully that helps you with regard to getting some clarity in momentum, staying in momentum, and then getting some clarity in what to do next. Now, I'll give you that as a pre-frame and as a preface to what we're going to talk about today, which is your course topic, right? How do you determine a good course topic? And should you spend a lot of time on it? Well, according to what I just said, we shouldn't spend a lot of time on it, right? Here's the thing about the online course business. It's very malleable. It's very flexible. At any given point in time, you could change your course title. You could add to your course. You could take away from your course. You could add new videos in place of the old videos. It's almost like a living, breathing document, so to speak. Because it's digital and because it lives in one place, you can do that. So when you know that you have this flexibility, then you don't have to be too obsessed or too worried about, hey, did I get this title just right? Did I get this topic just right? It's very, very forgiving. Okay, it's a very forgiving business. So let's talk a little bit about your topic. Dean talks a lot about your dot, right? And it's so important that you nail down your dot. What is the sub topic where you can really shine and where you can really serve your audience at a good level? What is that? What is that? What is that dot? And in my opinion, it's where can you serve the best from your experience? And the other part of where can you serve the best, like what topic, is who can you serve the best? Who is that perfect target audience that would benefit the most from what you have to share with them? Often, as Dean says, it's you 3 years ago or you 5 years ago, right? It's you before you achieve this transformation or this knowledge. And so be thinking as you're writing your course topic and as you're writing your course description, or what we call your sales page, have a picture of that person in mind as you're doing this, because you want to speak directly to them, almost like heart to heart, even though this is, on a website. You want to speak directly to them, and you want to speak to their fears and their insecurities and their nervousness about taking your course. And you want to kind of guide them. You want to help them. the way I see my students is I see them as somebody that I'm just like, I'm coming alongside them, I'm putting my arm around them, and I'm guiding them step by step through the transformation, right? It's really like having a teacher's heart. It's really a heart of service, a heart of wanting to benefit humanity with the things that have benefited you, right? It's a very honest, and it's a very beautiful way to live, is by being able to give from your experience. Now, that's a little bit about your topic, right? Next, what you want to do is go, do I do a master class, like this big, giant 6, 8, 10-hour course that covers everything in the kitchen sink? Or do I create a course? The course could be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, right? I believe the best way to decide that is if you have an audience or don't. If you already have a big audience, let's say you've got, I don't know, 500, 1,000 or more, 10,000 people that you can communicate with. This is what I would call an audience. And an audience is a group of people that you can instantly communicate with when you want. This could be you run a Facebook group and it's yours, right? You have the ability to communicate with your audience. It could be you have an email list, and with a few keystrokes, you can send an email to 10,000 people, right? Could be you have a Pinterest following of, like my wife, I think she has over 10,000 people following her on Pinterest, right? Or it could be you have an Instagram following. Bottom line though, or a YouTube channel, bottom line is you have followers, right? You have followers and you can instantly communicate with them. That's what I call having an audience. If you have that situation and you've built up a good trust factor with that audience, then you can do a masterclass, no problem, right? And when I say masterclass, I'm talking not just about the length of the class, but I'm talking about the price of the class, because a longer class tends to be, doesn't have to be, but tends to be higher priced, right? So then if you have an audience and you've built trust with them, you can go ahead and offer them a master class, and you'll have a good segment of that audience enrolling in your master class. If you don't have an audience, an existing audience, and that's probably most of us here, right? Most of you here, totally fine, because we teach you how to do it. I'll give you one little tip here. What you want to do is go to the mastermind.com Facebook group, mastermind.com Facebook group. At the top of the group, click on guides, and that'll take you to the guides section. And there you'll see all this training that we've done over the last weeks and months, right? Go to where it says Dave's weekly trainings. And from there, look up the one that says Marketing Your Course 101. All right. What I did there was I did like a full-blown training on how to market your course. 3 primary ways that you can market your course, right? And so when you do that, you'll know how to build your own audience. You'll know how to borrow somebody else's audience, and you'll know how to buy an audience. The 3 ways. And so every one of us can and should build our own audience. It gives you so much power, so much leverage to be able to market your course. Okay, every one of us should be doing that. I've done that over the years. You can do that. And I show you in that video how to do that. Now, as you're doing this, if you don't have a big audience yet, then what I'd recommend is you create a course. The course is shorter, easier to create, quicker to create, and it comes from your own experience. But when you create this course, be thinking macro. What is macro? 100-foot view or 1,000-foot view at what you're planning to do here. Begin with a topic that you can build additional courses from. So where is your big area of expertise? Can you build a niche course that's within your big area of expertise? And then can you build a second course that's similar topic, but another similar area of expertise, and so on. So I'll give you an example. A long time ago, when I first started creating courses back in 1998, I started with eBay because I was a successful eBay seller, And my very first courses were actually ebooks because we couldn't do courses then. So I created about 10 different courses related to being a successful eBay seller. And then since that time, my passion, my hobby has been digital marketing. Like, how do you sell stuff on the internet, right? That's been my hobby, my passion. I geek out over that stuff. I like tinkering with new marketing strategies, new ideas. So I created a whole bunch of courses on how to market stuff on the internet, right? How to sell anything on the internet. So I've got courses on Facebook ads and YouTube ads, Google ads, how to do sales copy so that you persuade people to buy, all kinds of niches, but the niches are within a sub umbrella of what? Digital marketing. So be thinking that way. Be thinking about how you can create a catalog, not just one course. What is that topic where you can serve people to such an extent, right? You could probably create a master class, but instead of creating a master class, assuming you don't have an audience yet, instead of creating a master class, create the individual topics that would be in your master class as individual courses. And now you can serve a lot more people because people are typically looking for a direct solution to their unique problem right now. And you could even at some point, if you wanted to, you could bundle some of those individual courses into a master class, right? So just a little bit of strategy there with regard to the topics that you choose and things like that. Now, I want to talk a little bit about course names and course titles. Again, we shouldn't spend too much time, no paralysis of analysis, no like spending too much time on the course name and course title. But I do want to give you a few little tips on how to do this. So in my opinion, your course title should read like a headline. Now, what is a headline? A headline promises a big, bold promise, a big benefit. So it shouldn't just be how to do XYZ. It should be something like how to achieve this by doing XYZ. Okay. The achieve this is the benefit that people are really buying when they buy a course. So what do people really buy when they buy the that P90X, fitness program, right? Maybe they're buying misery, but they don't know it, right? I don't know. I'm just joking. But what they're buying is a body transformation, and the body transformation is still a feature of P90X. But what is the benefit? The benefit is what we want to sell. What do we want to sell in that scenario? We want to sell losing weight, have more energy, be more fit, maybe get more dates. I don't know, right? But those are some benefits that if you were to watch the P90X commercial or infomercial, you'd be seeing, wow, they're really selling this. They're not selling how to do the exercises. They're selling the benefits that I'm going to get by doing the exercises. So be sure that as you're creating your headline and your title of your course, you pop in a little benefit there, because that's going to add a little extra juice to it, a little extra hook as people see that you have something of benefit to them. In other words, don't make them guess at what the benefit will be when they take your course. Tell them what the benefit will be when they take your course. Make it easy for them, right? Now, one way to think of what is a benefit versus a feature is, and I'm going to use lose weight because this is an easy one to understand, right? Is when you say, for example, a feature would be how to lose weight through keto or whatever, right? How to lose weight through keto. But a benefit is when you add the words so you can, and then fill in the blank. Now, we're doing this as an exercise to uncover the benefit, not necessarily that you're going to use this as a title, right? You don't necessarily want to say how to lose weight with keto so you can live better, live longer, have more energy, whatever. You don't necessarily want to do that with your title. I'm just saying this is a way to help you uncover what is the benefit for yourself, right? And then you could craft a good title. So how to play accordion. I used to play accordion, okay? Accordion nerd over here. how to play accordion so you can entertain your family, right? So then it makes you realize, oh, the one benefit to playing accordion is entertainment. How to play accordion so you can develop musical discipline. That might be another benefit to playing accordion, right? How to play accordion so you can look like a nerd. I'm just kidding if you play accordion. I used to. So, but the bottom line is that so you can helps you to pull out what's the benefit, what's the real reason people are buying this course. People are really buying the course for the transformation. They're really buying the course for the benefit. They're not really buying the course for how to lose weight. There's a reason they want to lose weight. What are those reasons, right? So I hope this has been helpful. And I apologize again for, I did this presentation once. I had no idea that it was not live. And so I went through the entire presentation. The good news is I got some practice and now I presented a more polished presentation, hopefully, to you today. But hope that was helpful. I want to welcome all of our new members. We've got a lot of new members here, and I know this is the first time you're meeting me. So I just want to let you know, my name is Dave Espino. I'm one of the main people in charge of the coaching program at the Accelerate Plan level at mastermind.com. And for those that don't know me, I've created over 80 courses. I'm about 84 now courses over the last 20 some years. Sold a lot of my courses. I have about 800,000 students in 185 countries around the world. It's been a blast. It's my favorite business I've ever been in. And it's something I just love teaching and coaching with. So hope you got that out of this. And I hope you understand that, man, I'm here to serve. We're here to serve here at mastermind.com. And so we are always hearing what the community is saying. And this training is a result of that. People were having trouble. Hey, how should I name my course, or what topic should I teach? And so we're here to serve you and continue to serve you as we go along. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. It's been a pleasure as always, and I look forward to seeing you next week.